The role of Wrecking Ball is to play as the disruptor. What does being a disruptor mean? To put it simply, Wrecking Ball engages the enemy team to force out resources and cause a resource disadvantage for the enemy to effectively create space for his team. And this is essentially Hammond's role. There's more to this playstyle, but this is the basic goal. And what I'm here to do is explain the details of how and when you do certain engagements to better outline Wrecking Ball's playstyle. First one is to take the 1v1. One of the things that makes Ball so good is that he can take many duels and win, or if not, force out cooldowns. If you see a wandering player, ask yourself if you can win it. McCree, for instance, is an easy target with an asterisk. Reaper flanking where you're at, book it out of there. And there are some tricks to easily win these too. Remember when I said McCree is easy to kill? Well, with most heroes who are full HP and abilities at the ready, Ball can't shoot to kill. So what you have to do is initiate the duel and take advantage of some of the mechanics. No, not double booping or any other inconsistent tech. Instead, you can start by rolling off an edge to get a quick slam and 100 damage. Added to the scoop portion where you can use the grapple to fireball, whether or not you're using it to displace, 50 damage will make your job a lot easier. All to say, a one-player advantage is huge when it comes to a game like Overwatch, so this should be your first priority. Couple of things to keep in mind: never seek these opportunities. Opportunities will present themselves. All you gotta do is be ready for when they come around. Because sometimes the best move is to play the objective and not for kills. This is where you commit onto the entire enemy team with your big pile drive and 1200 shields. The point of this is to do massive damage and force out cooldowns. It is super simple to do because if you're properly set up, it's just a slam followed by adaptive shields, and depending on where you slammed, you are behind that piece of cover where you start shooting someone, and then you have your escape route if things get a little feisty. Critically, this is where you should have your target priorities all figured out. It varies between comp to comp, but the focus is almost always squishies, especially supports. So as a quick quiz, who should you target between a Mercy and an Ana? Well, you should shoot the Mercy first because it's harder for the Ana to heal the Mercy than it is for the Mercy to pocket the Ana. But like I said, it depends on the comp since a shield can be in the way, Baptiste use a lamp or something like that. Or even if an anti-need of splash on someone, usually that should be your target priority. Speaking of which, if the enemy has a counter comp, which includes lots of damage and or CC, you have to change your approach from slamming to more displacement or booping so you don't feed. Biggest reminder, don't go into an enemy team if you have no adaptive shields. Since 15 of the current 32 heroes can realistically stun and mess up your movement, 600 health is nothing compared to the damage output of 6 or even 3 enemies. So be patient and just poke until shields are up. The last way to engage is to soft engage. The goal for this is to split the enemy team. As a tank, you can't dish enough damage to make people run, so the next best thing is to boop to separate members of the enemy team and if possible out of line of sight from them. For instance, you can boop a Zarya and serve it to your team. At the very least, you could force out Sleep Dart or Zarya's Bubble, which creates a resource disadvantage like I mentioned. One of the best things to do is to go onto the supports who are likely sitting in the back, boop let's say an Ana around a corner. Try to kill her and if not, leave when she's used all of her cooldowns or gets peeled. And this can kind of get a little confusing with forcing the 1v1, but just know, unless the opportunity presents itself where you're like shooting the Ana and the Ana's not really paying attention to you, and just go for the kill. But otherwise, what you're trying to do is force resources away from them. That could be resources to heal their front line, for instance. And maybe if there's a diva on their team, they'll try and peel. And so what you've done is that as one hero, you've distracted 2 of the enemy heroes. Just note, you can soft engage without shields. Just remember that it's more of a get in and get out type deal. Wrecking Ball is the fastest hero, so if you're taking a lot of damage, just fireball out and grab some megas. Well, that's all I have for you today. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. This is supposed to be a video detailing how you engage in different scenarios, and I have many more Wrecking Ball videos to come and Overwatch in general, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. Until then, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.